Our next question comes from Mitch and the Bronzeman. And Mitch says, Lone Wolf and Cub, hey, it's Mitchell from the Chi. Hey, Chi-Town, what's up? He says, please name a martial arts movie that deserved a sequel. Deserved. Interesting choice of words, deserved. Okay. I won't say deserved because that's a weird question. It implies like privilege. Let me say it differently. A martial arts movie that I would have loved if it had gotten another movie, a sequel. The Last Dragon. The Last Dragon. Bro, I freaking love that movie. I love that movie. And I know we just recently had their anniversary, and I know a lot of people got an opportunity to spend some time with the surviving cast at the Urban Action Showcase in New York. I wish I could have gone and checked that out. But yeah, The Last Dragon, that's one of those movies, man, that it just has a special place in my heart. I love that movie. And, you know, it was great for me to see like this black guy. And obviously Jim Kelly and, you know, some of the other greats that came before him. But I mean, like, that was at my age at the time. Seeing Taimak on the screen, and that he was modeling himself after Bruce, another one of my idols. It was just fantastic. What a great movie. And I really thought that was going to be the beginning of his career taking off. And unfortunately it didn't. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. My understanding is that he was promised a sequel, and then I think they reneged on that for whatever reason. And then obviously we had the passing away. We had the passing away of the lead actress. Her name just jumped out of my head, but absolutely fantastic movie. Love The Last Dragon. Would have loved to seen like his new exploits. You know, perhaps he meets someone else who also has the glow. Maybe at that time, because Shonuff was still with us, maybe that actor could have come back. Maybe he redeemed himself, or he was able to make a comeback and get a stronger glow. I don't know, but I would have loved to have seen a sequel. Vanity, that was her name. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Vanity. The passing of Vanity. Who another one who I just think is mwah, right. Would have loved to have seen her come back, and Taimak, and, you know, the new adventures of those characters, and see their evolution. That would have been fantastic. Yeah, so The Last Dragon. Goodness, the Raid movies, man. The fact that they stopped with two, that they did two, they didn't make it a true trilogy. Man, it breaks my heart every time I think about it. Man, The Raid, what an incredible gift to us who love martial arts and who watch modern martial arts movies. It seems premature that they just cut it and didn't produce. I had heard at some point that they were talking about doing a third one, and there was even some talks of them doing an American remake of it, and that I did want to see. And my understanding was in the third iteration, or the third movie, continuing the story, my understanding was that it was going to move over to Japan, and that the main character, played by Iko Uwais, that it was not going to be as focused as much on him. He was going to be in the movie, but he wasn't going to be the primary focus of the movie. At least that was my understanding. But it never came to fruition. So yeah, it's heartbreaking. When you got something good, you got to go with it. And I'm thinking now it's probably aged out. I think the same thing's going to happen with Ip Man too. If they're trying to come up with an Ip Man, they better do it now and get that done and figure out how to bring him back, because he dies in that. But anyway, I'm on a tangent. But the Raid movies. You guys are probably gonna kill me for this next one, because I know it's probably not a popular movie, but for some reason I really, really enjoyed it, and I would love to have seen a sequel. Ninja Assassin. I would have loved to have seen Ninja Assassin 2. Without the CG blood, I think the CG blood and um, the chain weapon that was clearly was CG. I think less of that. Um, what's wrong with practical blood? I didn't understand that, but I would love to see that. Maybe there's a new ninja cult out there, and he crosses paths with them. I don't know. I always wanted to see a sequel to that movie because I did like it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Except for the fake blood. Iron Monkey. Iron Monkey. You imagine a new adventure, with Donnie Yen reprising the role of Wang Ki Ying, and having him and his son Wang Fei Hong go on to some new great adventures and some new challenges. I would have loved to have seen that. Or even Iron Monkey himself, the character Iron Monkey and his assistant, the nurse. Maybe they could have had some new adventures. I would have loved to have seen that. I think sometimes I think Hollywood, or not even Hollywood, even the powers that be, the people who make movies all around the world, I think sometimes they tend to dip back into the bag too many times, and then sometimes they don't dip into the bag enough. And I hope, maybe perhaps some of you will agree with me, with the four that I just pulled out, maybe with the exception of Ninja Assassin, that those are movies that they could have dipped into the bag one more time, I think. But yeah, man, Last Dragon, The Raid, Ninja Assassin, don't kill me in the comments, and Iron Monkey. Those are mine. But what are yours, right? Comment below and let us know. But love to know what movies you think deserve a sequel. I want to thank Mitch and the Bronzeman for a great question. And let's move on to the next question. Let's go.